today I have some very exciting news. I, Dino, am going to be building my very own rocket ship. We're going to be building from scratch and making sure that we have everything we need to set off into the stratosphere, up above the clouds to reach space. If you're excited to check out this space mod, then go ahead and leave a like on this video because we're gonna be trying our best to make it up as far as we can. What is this? This doesn't look like a rocket ship. This looks like a book. I don't like reading. Ew, that takes forever. But it's a guide to rockets. So I guess this is a whole guide explaining the purpose of crafting our very own spacecraft in Minecraft. Wow, I said craft so many times in that sentence, but it's giving us every step that we need to know in order to do it, such as getting engines, making sure that they have plenty of fuel in their tanks, and also having control of the rocket. That's gonna take a long time, especially if we don't have any building materials. Let's actually check this chest, and that's what I expected to see, a bunch of building materials right in here for us to get started. Wow, this is a whole bunch of them. And also this telescope, which is going to give us a way to look into the night sky and give us a destination of where to fly to. Very quickly though, I just want to look over there and see that red rocket that's just like hanging out on top of the land. What the heck? Why is it just sitting right over there? Is that a brand new rocket that we don't even have to build? Can we just take that one up into the sky and see how it goes? Yeah, honestly, I kind of want to go swim over there and try it out. This rocket looks so good. What do you think I should do, huh? Do you think it'd be open enough for me to take a dive? I don't know. I accidentally broke one of the ladders off. Let's just apply one of those back and let's climb on up and see what it looks like on the inside of this rocket. I haven't actually built a rocket before, and I can tell you one thing, I didn't expect it to be this small. How am I supposed to fly this sort of rocket? I'm guessing this is the control panel where you just hit launch and then you just go flying upwards, and then this is like an item hopper. I don't know where that would lead to. Let's just see if we hit the launch button, if anything will happen. No fuel found. What's the fuel that I need for tanks? You can load fuel tanks by right-clicking them with gunpowder, but the easiest way is to place them in a hopper on top and load it in with gunpowder. Oh, so this hopper right there leads to the fuel tanks, and I'm gonna need gunpowder to fill it in. Oh, what? I didn't bring my gunpowder over here. This rocket can't move. Dang it, this rocket is useless. It's empty. Doesn't even have any gas in there. Okay, well, if I can't use that rocket, then I should probably go over here and then get my own rocket built. All right, so what's all the building material we have? We have a bunch of these aluminum blocks and structural aluminum, Luna lights, okay, and a door. That's important. Oh, and here's a bunch of the gunpowder fuel that we'll need for these tanks. All right, I'm just gonna fill in a bunch of my inventory with these. Those are the rockets. Those are the engines that make us boost up into the sky. And then here's the rocket control panel. And then all this other goodies. Let's just start in this corner. There we go. We're already building our first ship. How are we gonna do it correctly though? Not like that. Oh, geez. Am I able to break this without breaking? I should have had tools in order to make this. Now I can't break any single one of these without having to make some over there. This should be fine. I'm pretty good at building. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Let's just get some dirt so we can use it to help structure this out. I'm gonna grab some of this dirt here. If we just get this dirt block right there, I'm thinking we use these little structural aluminum legs as parts of the rocket, but they're literally just the structure of it. Like holding this block up. There we go. That looks good. This looks good. Possibly. And let's use all this structural aluminum that we can to fill in this area. Yes! Perfect. So we have ourselves the base to our rocket. Looks pretty basic, all right? I'm not gonna lie. It's literally just the bottom part of the rocket. So we're gonna have to add more to it. And I'm thinking we add some of these lights. I did realize I probably should have put these lights down before just placing these blocks, because now I'm just gonna keep breaking them in order to get these lights set down. Just come on, move these blocks. There we go. So lights are placed down. And now what we need is the structure for the outside of the rocket. So I'm gonna use some of these aluminum blocks. Oh, and these aluminum blocks are gonna be the main part of the rocket ship. This is what keeps it all together. All right, I'll put some of these there. Maybe even add a window or two. I think the windows could fit well. Ooh, Well, not too bad, not too shabby. It's the basicest, most basic base I've ever seen for a rocket. Basicest is not a word. That's how basic this stuff is right now. It's rudimentary. So if we have that already placed and ready to go, we're gonna have to build a layer upward as well. So let's get ourselves situated with a ladder. Where are the ladders? There they are. And we're gonna climb on up and we're gonna start adding in the next floor. And I'm thinking we put in the blue concrete that we have. All right, there we go. We got the one layer of blue there. And now what we need to do is fill in the floor. And I'm gonna use these aluminum blocks to fill that in as well. I keep misplacing these blocks. How did I keep messing that up? All right, there we go. That's pretty spiffy. Now let's just put in these aluminum blocks because these are the rocket ship's outer shell, the sides of it that is going to be used to keep it to hold oxygen in, especially when we're in space. That's a rocket if I've ever seen one. I mean, just looking at that one over there, nah. That's a basic rocket, but looking at this one, this is a great looking rocket. I mean, it's designed perfectly. I'd like to think so. The only thing it seems to be missing is its engines and a lot of the things it needs in order to function. So we have a fuel tank and we have some engines. Now, I want to get these figured out now because those are the base parts of the rocket. Literally the thing that makes it move. So I'm thinking we just fill in the tanks right here. Right next to each other. There we go. Plenty of room for each of them. And there's a fuel capacity of 0 on every single one. Well then, I can change that with a little bit of gunpowder. I don't have to put all of this in, but I at least need to put a little bit in at a time. Look at that. I got 3 of them in there. I'm going to put them right there. There we go. And we got one extra one to put in the center. So we have all of our rockets in and I'm stuck underneath the rocket ship now. Oh goodness. Okay, no, let me just get this gravel block and then move on back. There we go. Our rocket has its boosters. Looks pretty tight. Like a pretty compact looking booster. I might want to change that one. I don't know if that's gonna do perfectly well underneath the ship. I mean, you look at these legs right there. There's so much space in between them. But I don't have a pickaxe. I really don't want to ruin my ship either. So now that we have that settled in, we should also look at how we're going to work with these components, the controller as well as this air generator. We have that placed there. We also have a pressure creator, which we're gonna need if we're going out into space. Oh boy. So now what we need to do is we need to get the chips out of this chest. We have ourselves the dimension settings. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, creeper! No! The creeper blew up all my chest stuff. Dang it. Oh, my spacesuit got thrown down there. It's okay, I can pick that up. I totally forgot creepers were here. Now that I have all these cards out, I should probably go ahead and get our recorded data from space so we can use our space travel card. So let's go ahead and set up this one. We're looking at the moon right now because they do have this little red planet right there. I believe it's Mars. But we should go ahead and just get this data recorded for our space travel card. There we go. You see the destination is now the moon. So we'll be going up to the moon, or at least planning on doing so. Hopefully this creeper won't stop us from doing that. So let's get back into our ship, climb up a bit, and let's start working with this dimensions card. As you can see, there's a place for every chip to get put into, including our destination space travel card right there. But the dimension setting card, we need to start setting up the dimensions somehow around this rocket ship. So we just have to right click. Yes, okay, so the rocket controller is found. Now we need to mark the northwest and southeast corners of the spacecraft. All right, if I'm looking at the spacecraft like this, then we're gonna have to get the block down here, right? And then we're gonna have to get a block all the way at the top of this one, the top of this spacecraft. So let's just set this up. How high up do we need to be? Lower northwest corner set. Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. That's where the control panel is. This has to be the northwest corner then. Oh boy. All right, let's make sure we set this one correctly. Okay, so here is the control panel. We have the northwest and the upper southeast corners to worry about. So we need to get this corner first, the northwestern corner. A boop. There we go. That one is set. And now we need to get the southeast southeast corner, which is gonna be up in this direction. Gotcha. So we did this a bit backwards, in reverse, but now we're getting it correct this time. Yeah, no, I mean, we're just doing it up all the way towards the top of this glass block. I think that's where it needs to be, the very top of this one. So shift click this dimension setting, and now our dimensions for this card is set, meaning our rocket ship should be done. It should be ready to get up into space, to take off, so we can start flying. I'm just gonna break these grass blocks real quick because they're really close to our rocket ship here. And I have to do the final bit of touches, which is putting down our iron door. Let's just place it down right here. Perfect! Now, how do I get in? I forgot to make a button. I did forget to make a button. I can make a bunch of aluminum ingots, but I don't think I can make myself a button. I'm gonna have to chop down a tree. Thankfully, we're playing Minecraft, and it ain't too difficult to get a tree chopped down. And now with this, I can make myself a basic wooden button. There we go. Now we can get that door open once again, and we can finally think about taking our rocket off into space. We're gonna need a few other things before we go, like this air tank filler right there. That one's gonna be very important. And we're gonna have to put in our spacesuit. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. We're in our spaceship, and we are dressed up like we're about to take off because we can. I'm pretty sure we have everything that we need, including blocks of cheese so we can eat. But I need to add in my dimensions setting card so we can have the rocket under our full control. Now we should be able to take this bad boy off of land. So without further ado, with the door shut and the launching sequence set and probably a lot more gunpowder added in, let's hit the launch sequence in 5, 4, oh, we're already taking off. Wait a minute. I didn't think it was gonna go happening that fast. I didn't think it was gonna do this. And now we're stuck in space. Ow! I'm taking a lot of damage. Why? We did it! We made it to space for like 2 seconds, and then I'm pretty sure we ran out of oxygen. Oh boy, I thought I had everything set up in my spacecraft correctly. I guess the only thing I was missing was you leaving a like on this video. If you made it this far, then please do me a favor and leave a like. That way, next time I reach into space, we'll have plenty of supplies and materials to get out there. And if you want to see more from this space mod, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And click on that subscribe button. That way you can watch more videos when they show up here. Like this one that just landed on this video. That's right. Houston, we've got ourselves a video for you to click on right here. Otherwise, this video is gonna end out in space and you won't have anywhere else to go besides clicking on this video right here. This one, right now.